Welcome, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer 1745 here, and we're doing something a little different. Railway Empire. It is not, at least that I know of, any sort of combat game, but it is a historical game and it is a strategy game, not a, again, combat strategy. It's railway strategy, and I'm going to be playing this live online here with IKB. IKB's was, he calls himself the new IKB. IKB is a bard. Brunel, I forget what his middle name was. I think I got that pronunciation mostly right. He was one of the great engineers and railway builders in Britain in the development of railway. So just to give you a little bit of background on why IKB, and if you know about Brunel. And some of Brunel's bridges I still think are still in function as railway bridges and whatnot, and maybe a few as, you know, small car bridges. You know, highways have gotten much bigger than in his day, but I still think some of Brunel's stuff is still up and running, as it were. So, and Brunel is very much sort of from this time period. So we're going to start out with the scenarios. I sort of have been playing some of this sort of here in the first in the East Metropolis. 1830 we're going back to. Oh, Kingdom, okay. I forgot what it is. Isabel Bard, Kingdom, right. So, yes, I knew he would know. Okay, so we're just normal levels, realistic railway networks. Pause. Mode, normal, game pause, automatic when building tracks. Manual, you can pause the game at any time by pressing, but will receive a reduction in your rating on completion of this scene. Never pauses. No, we're going to do normal. Okay, so we're going to continue with this here. Okay, so
your search is over. You found what you're looking for, partner.
Now you have character selection as to who you want to sort of play as a character. The general,
don't ask questions
gangster,
about my business.
Let's go.
The industrialist,
Time is money.
Totally clueless. These are
the engineer.
What was I saying?
And they have different traits.
How dare you
The lady,
make me wait? I pity those poor
the
unsuspecting
trickster.
souls. They won't even.
Are you a man
Back to the
or
general.
Hey.
We're going with the industrialist. What I really like about the industrialist is auctions are more expensive, but you have the chance of is to get some of the stuff without continuing bidding.
Meticulous planning, tables, figures, and hard facts.
So we're going to do that. Pick him as our personality that we're playing as. Okay, and
the railroad is a magnificent invention that will revolutionize all of our lives. Journeys that used to take days now only take hours. That's why I'm convinced that the railroad can also help to better connect our industrial centers on the East Coast with the settlements inland. Take care of that.
okay, and this is very much a 19th century technology. I know much of the left in America is in love with railroads, and I've gone on and on and on about how terrible that is for America particularly. Railroads have their function in place, but high-speed trains, high-speed rail is a pipe dream that is not a good solution here. Okay, so basically we're starting out with New York. We can also see, oh, I have to use my arrow keys to move around with this thing. Some of my competitors down here, they have, and I've sort of used this as something, a lot of their railway is double tracked, as we can see here. Though I'm not exactly sure the function of why it always goes to single track before going to a railway station, but that seems to be the thing. Oh, where's the other? Oh, up here. Out here we're looking at single track. Well, no, there's double track here. Gotta zoom in enough. Railways. But we're starting to build here. Okay. So, we have the New York railway station. We want to connect Albany up here. And there's also a logging company there that would be good to connect. So what we're going to do here is we're going to come here, get... Basically, again, I've been experimenting this week and learning it. Small train stations are really sort of useless if things are going to be running through them. So, like, if you're going to put up a train station to this orchard and then go to Albany as just as sort of a spar track, these are fine. Otherwise, you want to go with a at least a full train station. So, we want to angle it like this, and let's do that. So we are going to have that up there, and then we're going to come up here. Yes, I've sort of played this through a bit. Sort of in the center of town is actually better for a city. I would have thought on the edge, but they say it's... We're going to move it there like that. Okay, so there we go. So what we're going to do is, taking some of the other stuff as our guide, come in here. And right click, and then we're going to buy that bit of track. And we're going to join these two up like that. We're going to buy that. Now, bridges are more expensive, and as you could well imagine. And since we're going to be narrow here anyways, I'm sort of deciding that we're going to keep it a single trackway going across here. We can see off to the right the different costs for the bridge length and whatever. So that's right about there is pretty good. Now, so we have the rail we want to connect to there. So let's come around, get around the corner here. Can't make it too sharp of a turn. Okay, so we're gonna stop all that and buy that. Now here we're going to yeah, that looks good. Well, actually, no. We want to do double track, because otherwise, if we do a single track, all we can do is from Albany down to New York, and you need to be able to bypass. And for some reason, it doesn't seem to be able to bypass in a train, even a double track train station. I would have thought it would have, but it doesn't seem to. So we're going to buy that, and then we're going to come down here and go to double track down to right about here, and then we're going to go to single track there. We're going to buy that, and then we're going to come here, oh no, here, and we're going to get that, and then we're going to go to, no, throw that away. Let's try this again. There we are. We're going to buy that. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to buy that. Now, let's come up here to our buildings again. Signals, which are basically free. We're going to put a signal there and a signal there. And a signal here and a signal here. Now, we're going to convert this from a two-way signal to a one-way. So that's going in that direction. And I think this, but we're gonna get this. So this way, one's going in one direction and one's going in the other direction. Now we're gonna come down here, and we're gonna come here to How much does that look like? Looks good. So we're gonna buy that. Oh no, I hit the wrong button. Yeah, I know. Okay, yeah. Buy that. Now we're gonna come here. And then we're gonna go to that and past that. We're gonna go to double track. No, I don't like that. Let's see. Yeah. Do this as then into here, and we're going to buy that. And we're going to attach that and buy that. Okay, so we can go and tell you. Well, I've tried that, but it doesn't seem that it'll take crossover. And I know what you mean. You buy, and now maybe I just don't have the technology yet, which could be to do, because you can do crossovers. You know, between the back and forth and between these tracks, they will do the crossover. At least if I'm understanding your terminology correctly, as opposed to wide and narrow. But it doesn't seem to, because I've been, like I say, been experimenting with trying to do just a crossover as opposed to a narrowing. Okay, so we're going to set up a railway line. You're going to, well, we're going to first buy a train. We're buying the Grasshopper. That's the only train currently available, so we'll buy that. And then we will come up here and we will do an Albany to New York, and they don't seem to do intermediate stops well. Not saying you can't, and maybe again it might be our technology. We're going to set up another train, buy another locomotive, and then we're going to set up the railway line from Allen Logging to here. Oh, and we also need to put on and okay, and this one will be going this way. And I want to also just put a generic signal there, and I want to put where can we put a signal? I guess maybe you made it too narrow. I don't know. Let's see how this runs. We'll close that building. Oh, it's already running here. There we go. Now this is our tech tree. As you can see, we're just here at the very start of this. And it goes 1850. I haven't played anywhere near to this, all the way to some sort of diesel electric. You're probably a bit familiar with that. So that's sort of our tech tree with all this stuff. And we can train stop at the signal should be pushed into the switch, therefore blocking the train route. Just giving you sort of how switches sort of signals and switches work. And waiting for the, you only see box cars when they're actually having something moving in them. Okay, so we have that going, and that's going. We up here is our current money. So what we want to do is, we also have possible personnel. Currently available employees. We could get a saboteur, which obviously we send after other people, a headhunter, or a promoter. And I'm not going to get any of those right now. What I want to do here is, build down to Baltimore. But I want to see about building some intermediate train stops as well. This one will be a through station, so that looks about right there. And so we will come here, out of here with a track, and we'll buy that, and we'll grab that, and we will come through to there and buy that. So now I'm going to go again single track, because we're going across this. As you can see over there, the bridges are just 60, 59, 53,000 alone just to get to here. So we're going to do single track and buy that. Now from here, let's run this through to there. We're going to buy that, but we're also going to come over here and double track it to there. Oh no, I don't like that. A little too close. Give it enough space to do. Nope, getting a little too close. There we are. I think that'll do. No, that isn't doing it. I may have messed that up. First chance to double track. Oh, there we go. That's good. So now we'll create another train. Grab the grasshopper, and we're going to set this up from Lopez Farms into New York, and we're going to make that go around. But we need to again put some signals here to show when and what is available for going into New York. And that's a two-way signal. When this set of tracks is free, now here we're going to come, and where is that? Oh, right here. And one way that way, and reverse that. So that way we have a two-way back and forth. One thing I haven't really done much of now, we're going to let this sort of go and earn some money here. And we can also train list. Look at our current trains, Albany to New York, and we're going to ride along on the train. And we can look at different views. They're unloading the cars basically right now. And now we are, that's looking backwards from our train as they're loading up the different types of cars, some passengers, some carrying beer in New York. That's looking out the front. Sort of like a very fancy model railroad. We can hit the whistle. We're going at 15 miles an hour. Got to the side, the other side. Back to the front as we bypass this station. Got some logs on it ready to ship to New York. See the smoke from this train in front of us, as you can see the cars up there. We're following behind. Now the sort of somewhat slow thing is we're going to wait here until the other train unloads at New York, even though there's two tracks. One's, I guess, set up purely as a bypass. That's back over our train. I hear their whistle. Here they come. Just the engine whistle to them. It only moves cargo in one way, and now that that portion of the track is clear up there, we get to go. See the old engine, the same type that we're using here. Here we are arriving in New York. Obviously, this isn't a very well developed New York. It's much more in 1830. Trust me, New York was much more than this. The railway station might not have been much more at the time. There we go. That was the train thing. So now back to more of the strategy part. Okay. Here they are bringing up fruits and vegetables or whatever from Lopez Farm. We have some more hires. Okay, security guard. Yeah, I'll take a security guard. Now the train that we're just on is now heading back up to Albany. They're waiting there. Which, unfortunately, these guys are going to wait until these guys have unloaded. And I don't know why they won't utilize the other side here. Now that that's available, they'll come. And they run back up to Albany. Show the tech tree again, certainly. Okay, let's go back down to where we can actually sort of function. Obviously, there's a lot of various elements along here, but down into the era that we're looking at. Okay, we have what is it, 100 points or something? Yeah, 160 points. So we can buy a covered top thing here, which unlocks that, or freight car for transporting live animals. We're going to do unlock this, I think, first, and which eventually leaf spring is actually the whistle. I know we've been blowing it, but there. A bell, cow catcher, at least that's what it's called in the U.S. Speedometer, oil atomizers, dining cars, working hours, all kinds of things. Click the arrows. Yeah, that's just company and constructions. Oh, I haven't even looked over here. Okay, so this is behind the scenes type timetables, parcel drops, packaging. I haven't even gotten to this stuff before. Collaborations, teamwork. So this is sort of developing various other infrastructures. So, okay, we can get railroad enthusiasts. Okay, now we made a bunch more money, and I want to connect another some more cities up there. So what I want to do here is, okay, let's Indian resettlement bill past negotiations with tribes begin. Bigfoot spotted. No, not back then. Okay, so let's come over here. Let's grab. Now this time, like I said before, it's better to put it in the middle of the city, but I want to put it as far north as I can because I want to cross this at a lower sort of point as possible. And let's angle that a little bit like that. Back there like that. Okay, and let's come here and see about what pricing for getting across here. That looks good. We're going to buy that, and here we're going to come out here and go along a little bit of double track. There we go. Purchase that. Now the other thing is going to be along this track is going to be this dairy farm, so I will need another double station. Let's pull out a little bit. Or do we want to come this side? I think we're going to do this side. No, we're going to hook up here to that. Different map modes. Well, you can go down. Let's. You can go down to a. Oh, if you different layouts, no, you can get down to a lower perspective to actually be, you know, looking along the horizon. If you go down, I don't know. There's probably a specific place to click for that, but it's just this, and of course out here. Okay, so let me continue with. They want to be connected up, so we want to come here, make the turn. We're going to make the turn in single track. And purchase that. Oh no, wait, the wrong thing again. Okay, from here to here, pretty straight forward. We'll purchase that. And here we'll split to double. Come along here to zoom in a little bit better. Back to single before the station, purchase that, and then to there, and purchase that now. You see the grade as we're looking through here, and how much it needs to chop through the mountains. Yeah, that looks good. Now here we'll come here and do that. No, nothing that I know of with contours. No, I don't like that. Let's start here to... what, I do know we can't. I'm trying to, like... Oh, there we are. Yeah, okay, so you can see we can get like this if you want to see the map this way. Oh, sorry about that. So you can get down here and look at this way to see this view. And fly around. You can get way low or whatever. So if you want to see some of the contours, like this is expensive getting to this farm because either you've got to come across the river and down the hill at a very steep angle, which makes train movement slow, or you've got to come down off this sort of plateau here. So yeah, you have this kind of thing. And then you can go back up to more top down for a little better figuring this out. Okay, now let's go to, oh, we need to, yes, come here. Okay, let's try to keep some consistency. So there, 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 there for good railway. Yeah, and get that going in that direction there. That double track section. Okay, so, and let's also see about adding another, set up a new rail line. Now we're going to go from Baltimore to New York. Well, or, no, let's trash that. There. Oh, didn't like that. There we go. And now we'll add a locomotive. Again, we just have the grasshopper. And there we go. They'll load up a passenger train with some mail. You can see 2 mail cars and 3 passenger trains are going to head north on this railway. But it still needs to deal with the vegetable farm train as well. There. I don't know if I have. You mean just at one end of at each end? No, I'm not sure. Would that be normal or something? I don't know. So the outer path, the outer side generally is a bypass. Now we're going to see how this works out here. So they stop until they can go to there, and then they come here. Now they're waiting because I think we have unloading here. Okay, so now that that's free, these guys move forward. Maybe we should put in a double track section here. What do you think? Think that would be worth it? One signal each end, okay. Yeah. They gotta wait till they all get all the way down to there before they head in. And logging trains are unloading. So let's see what we can build here. No, that's not gonna work. Okay, there. Let's see if we can get there relatively cheaply. I was hoping to do it not over the bridge. No. Let's not do that. There. To there to... Oh, there we are. And so... let's come to here. And... so I think this would be that. With a... actually, we're going to reverse that. And this would be here. There we go. Hopefully that speeds things up. Uh-oh, what do we have? A breakdown, bad condition. Okay, what we need to do then, and we have the money to do, come down to this railway station here, and we can expand the station up to the next level if we want to, or we can construct a maintenance building for 80,000. We're going to do that. That should help with the maintenance on the trains that are running through here. Since so far all of our trains go to New York. No, we don't need to build housing for this, but let's show off a little bit more of... we have the town lists here. We can come over here to buildings. We're currently railway buildings. We can do industry buildings. And so we can build, we can invest in industries in our towns. I'll go away. There are 11 different furniture factories. So we can build some industries. We can also build some attractions or museum or whatever in the different cities that would encourage railway transport. So we do have those as a strategic help. Uh-oh. Waiting for train, waiting for train. Okay, uh-oh. We have a problem here. People, we have a problem. What this is not long enough to get this train fully onto the track here to let this get by it, is what I think is the problem. Build side tracks. That's what I thought I was doing. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Okay, well, oh boy. You ever run into this IKB? On the bridge change. Well, Okay, what we need to do here is, I think, maybe here, is create a signal here. That way. Let's. No, because we got trains on there. Okay, let's delete this train for right now. Train list. Lopez Farm to New York. Let's manage the train and delete the train, which will get some money back. We'll buy a new one. Okay, that clears that problem up. Now, okay, well, no, back. We're gonna get it off the track there. Now we're gonna have to demolish this. This is just my bad building skill. Okay, now we're gonna build this again. Here. Well, let's see if we can build this here. We're going to build it longer out to here. And no. This just isn't long enough. Well, I'll throw that away. Do we bite the bullet and do a double wide all the way across? Because we can build another bridge here. Just we can't join the tracks. Yeah, just double track the bridge. Okay, but before we do that, what we're going to do is come over here, and which we're going to need to be doing anyways, is build supply towers. Okay, we're going to build that there, which should separate this down. So we're going to, we're going to let the train go by first. Oh, that let it get by, I think. Demolish that. Okay. So we're going to demolish that. And then we're going to come back over here. And yeah, click. Oh. No, cancel. No, bank. Just trash all that. Okay, we're going to start there. Double it to there. And double it to there. Yeah. There we go. That's what we're going to do. And let's see how the current flow is. Okay. And this one needs to be here. There we go. There we go. There we go. Got that problem sort of sorted. Now we're going to new rail line, add locomotive again, and from here to New York. And yes, they're loading up and getting going. Yeah, building stuff on the cheap may not be the best solution. Now we have a relatively cheap solution for building another. We can look at the trains as they're moving through here now. Well, we're short of money, so we need to wait a while, I think. But as soon as we can, well, let's build cheaply. Right now, we're just we can upgrade later. Okay, that. And okay, because we're going to do a new train, new railway line, buy a train, and we're going to set it up from here to Washington. Because Washington has a cheese factory and they're producing milk for the cheese. Yeah, and having because like we have a clothing manufacturer here, New York will want clothing, but they'll also want the cotton or whatever this is up here. Though this isn't really cotton country, but I don't know why that's up there. But maybe there was cotton produced up there. I don't know. I mean, I would expect that to be coming from the south. So they actually would want a goods train coming from here down to Baltimore for their clothing. We can speed this up a little bit. As you see, we're generating more funds here as things get moving along. Hopefully we're not having too much in the way of traffic jams.
Hey, work hard, and you can work for me.
No, we're not going to work for you. Locomotive due to missing equipment. Oh, well, now we can do more research. Railroad enthusiast. We'll grab that. Let's go back to train development. Yeah, Leaf Spring. We'll check that out. And we still need a little bit more. We'll grab train and whistle here. John Bull conquers Rail New York. Dreamliner at full steam. What is missing here? New York. Managed train. Railway cars. Sand, oil, water. Not sure what equipment is missing. Unless they simply mean... No, don't know. So, but we're gonna, like, for now, use the industry. They have a... Oh, timetables. Okay, we can bid on it. Yeah. Instead I have to get it through research. And because they won't continue to bid
Excuse me, but could you keep out of this? You're driving the price up.
Okay, they'll pay us a connection bonus if we connect them up out at Syracuse. But do we have the money? Well, we're gonna wait. Oh, we can hire a stoker. New applicant, market crier. I'm not going to do a market crier right now. No problem. Train's missing water. Oh, okay. That's probably very likely. So what we'll do here is, and thank you. Didn't understand that. Let's throw in a supply tower on the track. They're waiting, I think, for New York to be clear. Or are we just having a train fight? Or do they... Oh, we're paused. No wonder. Okay, there we go. They're waiting for them to clear, for these guys to clear to... As we can see here, they're up here taking on... Oh, get off there. They'll come up here, take on water. Oh, these guys aren't getting fed by that. So, well... Yeah, let's do another water tower. Because I think that's... You're right, is what fixed that. So, we'll spend the money on this section of track here. There we go. They can get water each way. And this would probably also be a good place for another one down here. Would have thought they've been... Oh, another security RA security guards. Now we can come to this train here. Baltimore, New York.
My spy informed me that you need to urgently clean up your research department. Those secret construction plans are lying all over the place.
So we can move personnel around, train personnel, and assign. Yeah, no freight suitable going to here, but they will be. No freight suitable to this train. Aren't you going to? Which train is this? Nolan to Washington? Don't you? You were moving cheese or milk? Do you not need milk? Am I missing something here? There. Okay, so they have a lot. Now that we've earned some money, what we're going to do here is, double this up. Purchase that. There we go. Right, I've just doubled the track from Washington to Baltimore. So, what we want to do is a new train. And we're going to go from here to there. Yes. And we'll add another grasshopper. It's the only model we currently have available. Uh-oh, we're going to have... Okay, there they go. New York takes critical stance. Reporter exposed grievances. Railmaker Limited is not having an easy time with citizens of New York these days. Even with the volume of mail in decline, it began a series of revelations. Safety, okay.
I've sent somebody to you to keep their ears open.
Washington, Baltimore. I hope we'll start turning a profit. There we go. Start turning a profit. Nolan Breeding isn't doing well, so I'm going to cancel that line. Yeah, we'll dump that. Now, what I want to do is... Yeah, no White House, yeah. Maybe they still haven't rebuilt it after you British... Well, Arno isn't British, but after burnt it down in the War of 1812. It was, what, 1815 or something, they burned it down? Okay, New York takes critical stance. Okay.
Don't make such a fuss. A bit of bad press never hurt anyone.
We're going to expand to the John Bull.
You can drive this locomotive straight to the scrapyard.
And we're going to get covered freight cars. Now what I want to do here is set up a new train, rail line from Washington to New York. And we're going to get the new John Bull for $57,000. Let's see how that runs on our current line. Stoker, we'll take a Stoker. And a conductor. Well, let's actually see about that's Washington, Baltimore. Washington, New York. Uh-oh, we're having a bit of an impasse problem here. Let's expand this. Oh shoot, this is going to be a mess. Okay. Just burned down even as Dutchman, you know that, yeah. They may have not rebuilt it yet. I think what I need is more signals, maybe. Put a signal here. And a signal here. That. There we go. No, so we need signals at both ends to let them know that they can get by. Okay, we're starting bid porters. Yeah, let's add porters to our list of capabilities. So we're the highest bidder.
Excuse me, but could you keep out of this? You're driving the price up.
And let's see if we can do this reasonably cheaply here. No. Damn. Oh, and an engineer now. Okay, engineer. Now let's look at,
I've pulled some strings to see whether anybody wants to switch sides.
let's look at this train. Baltimore, no, we wanna look at this train. Oh, that's Washington to Baltimore, is it? Okay, I want to look Washington to New York. So I don't know, I figure this is going to eventually become a big route, maybe not. So, let's see, if we were to Got an engineer here. Yes, we're going to assign him. Well, I know what you're saying, but for some reason, now this could obviously be double tracked, but you know, the bridging here. But I need to go to this thing. It seems to, because they don't seem to do like one train one way or with switchbacks. I don't know if it's just we haven't gotten the tech yet. Well, we can buy some more tech. Let's look at here. Oh, this may be something. Mechanical interlocking tower simplifies switching of trains and also loading and unloading of freight. That's probably something, a key thing. Let's buy that. Like I say, I haven't really worked much on this. Personnel office, further training, packaging technology. Let's look back here. Well, increases the power of your locomotives by 5%. We'll take that. Old Ironside's a success. Baldwin test locomotive. Okay, so they've got a new thing there. Dreamliner new station. 11 stations currently connected. Okay. We can see out here them expanding. So what I want to do here is, we still have this connection thing. Unfortunately, they've got to there already, to Buffalo, New York, but that's quite a ways out. Okay, let's build. We have the money to do so currently. Let's put in a station. This is going to get expensive, but let's see if we can come down here through this cut. Which side are we on? Okay, we're going to keep doing that, I think. Okay, and we're going to buy that. We received some money which covers some of that. We'll go to single, or there, but we're going to come out here, and we're just going to double this all the way along here. We're just seeing about biting the bullet. No, we want to be double tracked. I want to start over this process before I spend all that money. Okay. Go to double. I want to make sure we stay double. Go to single. Here, we'll buy that, and then we'll do this. And buy that. Okay, so we now have Syracuse to Albany, and let's set up a new train. Syracuse to Albany. And no, what did I do wrong? I don't know. Let's buy a John Bull. We'll just buy one. And There we go.
Oh dear, there seems to be a little problem with one of your locomotives.
Uh-oh, are they harming Saboteur, probably? Let's put a water tower also along here. And let's also do signals. Need them on both ends, I think. We've learned that, but now let's. Which one are they writing on? Yeah. This one we're gonna change direction, I guess. And this one here. There we go. That way, that train. So we're going to end this episode here. Let's click on that deposit. I want to thank you. We're not going to end the stream, the few of you who are left, but we're going to end the episode. I want to thank you all for watching. Thanks for liking the videos, if you would. Of course, I love hearing from you. So please post questions, comments, suggestions, tips. I'm very new at this. If you've played the game and know it better, please post any tips below. I'm sure I and other people will greatly appreciate that. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks. See you next time.